I'm Magda Kasprzycka, Principal Consultant of Martech and Data at MPG. MPG is a full-service marketing agency and consultancy focused on the marketing of B2B conferences and exhibitions. Today I will be talking to you about event marketing, reporting and analytics best practice. First, I want to touch on why it is important to spend the time to make sure that reporting and analytics works for your event. First, you will achieve better commercial results. Tactics that don't work so well can be adapted, reworked, or deprioritized. And tactics that are bringing in great results can be given the extra investment and resources to maximize their impact. This, of course, needs to be done throughout the event campaign and not just after the event. Also, good reporting strengthens the influence of marketing in the organization. If you are able to demonstrate the ROI on marketing activity, that gives you a very strong investment case for your future marketing budgets. Now, reporting and analytics is a huge topic. We could talk all day about which tactics work and which don't work and how do we actually know this. Also, we could talk all day about how to make sure that the numbers that you plug into your ROI calculations are accurate, so that when you go to make your investment case, you can be confident in the numbers backing you up. However, today I wanted to actually take the next step. Think about beyond just the data, with a framework called what, so what, now what. This is a methodology we have developed over the last 9 years when working on client campaigns, and it is something that we find that our clients find most valuable. The crux of this methodology is that reporting does not equal just data. Data is, of course, very, very important. It is the first step, the what, in this methodology. So you want to make sure that your data is accurate, and wherever possible that your data flows are automated so that you don't have to go and hunt for that data or across multiple systems. However, if your reporting stops there, you're missing a trick. The next step, so what? This is where you start seeing value from your reporting. This is all about the insights. What do the numbers mean? Are the numbers good or bad? What is the context for these numbers? Once you have figured this out, you can go to your most important step. Now what? At this point, you're going to ask yourself the question, what am I going to do with this information? What am I going to do differently now that I know whatever I figured out in the so what step? And this is where you get real value out of your data. I want to share with you an example of a report that shows how we at MPG build this into our reporting practice. This is just an example, so any numbers you see are also just an example. And specifically, I wanted to highlight this is for B2B delegate marketing campaign for a conference. The same principle would apply for a conference or an exhibition, Visprom or Exprom, sponsored marketing campaign, B2B or B2C. The detail of the tactics and metrics reported will of course differ, but the principle of the methodology will apply regardless. Now you can see on the first page of the report how this what, so what, now what methodology is baked in. The first box that you see when you open the report is the insight. This is the so what. Here, the marketing manager will say which numbers are important and also what do they mean? Are they good? Are they bad? What's the context for them? Then we've got at the bottom a smaller box called concerns. Hopefully you don't have too many, so this is the right size of the box. But we do want to highlight anything that is not going as well as we were hoping, also as a part of the so what step in the methodology. The last box is called priorities. This is the now what step. This is the most important part of the report because this is where we're saying, what are we actually going to do? All of this report, all of these numbers on the different pages, how are we going to act on this? This report is typically filled in weekly by our marketing managers when we work on campaigns for our clients. But really, you could do it more or less often depending on how often you will take an action based on reporting. For example, if you have a 365 marketing campaign, you might do this monthly at the very beginning and then do it more often as the event comes closer. We tend to use Looker Studio for our reports. As you can see, we do this because we find that we can display data in a way that allows the marketing managers to see what they need, filter, and deep dive into the report without getting overwhelmed with data that is not relevant to them and without having to go to multiple systems to find the right numbers. We aim for these reports to be as automated as possible, but of course what is possible will depend on your MarTech stack. And I wanted to highlight that it's important to plan this reporting at the very beginning of the campaign. Even if you don't build the report itself, you want to make sure that you have all the right tracking analytics in place so you don't end up with a blind spot at the beginning of the campaign before you set up the tracking. To summarize, there are 2 points I was hoping to get across today. 1, always think back to why you are doing the reporting in the first place. And 2, use the what, so what, now what framework to guide your thinking. These will help you focus on what really matters when it comes to reporting. That is, what will you do with all this data that you have? Thank you.